Hey guys, what's up? Welcome and welcome back. Today we're going to be looking at Proto Manly's weather mod. It's a brand new weather mod. Came out a couple weeks ago. Should have done an overview of it when it first came out, but I didn't. And then we're going to look at how it compares to the Weather 2. The Weather 2 mod, which is an amazing mod. It's been out forever. So let's get into it. So we'll start off with there's 7 items. There's the radar, the WSR 888D core, radom, tornado sensor, tornado siren, antimeter, and the weather station. The radar is pretty straightforward. Ooh. First item we have is the radar. Obviously there's nothing spawned in, so let's spawn a squall of. Start with that. I don't know what that did. Not quite sure how that it all works, but as you can see, we are where that red dot is, and there appears to be hail over there. There's hail all over. I may have spawned it too much. So we fly over here, there should be some hail. And some lightning. I'm not seeing any hail, so I must. That's nothing. So this is a squall line. It's a really fast-moving wall of rain or wind, and I think that's how it is, or what it is. I don't know if I can get in front of it or not. I don't have any speed things. But basically, the radar is every other game, and everything goes as it shows the current weather. It's actually really dark. There's it always seems like there's like a bit of clouds. I don't know if that's. So our next item is the WSR 888 core. This is it's the radar antenna, but you can't use it unless you have the radom. And you have to build a weather radar, which would be this thing back here. Basically, it's a 3 by 3 thing. You put the radom centered thing, and then you just close it up, and it'll make a whole bunch of noise. And then if you go into the settings, you turn this on. Now all radars will not work unless you have that. I don't know how far that works. Let's fly out south a little bit, see how far we can go. See it's right here. A little bit of rain over there. Yeah, so they have a distance. I don't know what the distance is. It's probably 1,000 blocks or something. Yeah, it's not very far. Our limit's right here. So from here all the way to the radar dome, that's as far as we can go. Or as far as the radar will reach, which is not crazy far. But yeah. Next item is the tornado sensor. It'll sense a tornado. So if I go over here, let me get redstone. And lantern. Or a lamp. And then I go spawn a really small tornado because I don't want to break the whole village. Wind speed like 1 with a width of 1. No, it's too small. So with a really small tornado, it picks it up. And as you can see, the hail is like ice. They're little ice chunks. I think our tornado's right here. I think our tornado just went through the village. Can't see it because it's so small. Yeah, the hail is like little ice blocks. So that's basically how the radar sensor works. The tornado siren is similar. It sounds like a siren. And that's all it does. I don't know how long does it go for. I don't know how long it goes for. I hope it'll start dying. And then next up we have the anemometer. That just basically spins. It tells you the wind speed, which right now is 13. I don't know if I can spawn wind. No, I can't. So let me just spawn a squall. Or just a squall. Stage 1 of energy at like 12. Actually a small one. And our radar will show a really small squall. And this, we'll say it has 30-mile-an-hour wind. Let's clear that, and then let's spawn a squall stage 3 of, I think 30 is, what was the max energy? No more than 100, or 99 I think I said, right? So this would be a really strong squall. This says it has a wind speed of 87 or so. Now that'd be a bit overkill. I don't know what the chances of this squall spawning in game is. And there's the lightning. That lightning, it's an improvement, but from the original Minecraft lightning. And a squall, as you can see, it's very short. Like it'll come and then it'll fade out. Lastly, the weather station. This tells you the wind, the risk, which our risk is 4 out of 6. Oh, the clouds did move. They're just moving really fast. What does it say it is? 16. So the sky did clear up a little bit. Our dew is 61. Temperature is 79. Wind is 91 degrees at 15. And our risk is 4 out of 6. I don't think we can I change risk? I don't think I can. Just spawn a supercell. So now we spawn a supercell. This should just say how fast the wind is. It'll update. And then this will just do whatever the radar thing does. And it'll update. I keep clicking it. That's the wrong thing. As you can see, the temperature just went up from something to something. I don't remember what it was before. And that just basically, that's all the items in game. Now we can look at the tornadoes and spawning features. So if you go, PM Weather is a command for this mod. Aim to player will make tornadoes aim to you and weather at you instead of just in general. Block strength, I believe that modifies block strength, so if you want blocks to break more or get lifted up more often than others, that'll do that. Clear will clear the weather and the location, as you saw I used earlier. We'll skip spawn because there's a lot within there, and strike, we'll just strike. I think. I don't really know how the strike command works. I think strike is lightning. Yeah. Looks really good too, though, the weather. Now if we go back to spawn, we have the squall, which you saw me use earlier. We have supercells, and then we have the tornadoes. Tornadoes go by wind speed and width. So I could have a 300 mile an hour tornado, or 300 mile an hour tornado with a width of like 5. This is... It's gonna tear through the village. Oh, it's taking a concrete. Oh, it took the well. Oh, wow. Let's clear that. Some blocks will get scattered, while some will stick. Some stick, some won't, as you saw when the grass, the leaves were coming in. This mod also includes ground scouring. I don't think you can't get this in normal Minecraft, right? It's something that you can't obtain either from the inventory. Like, you can't get it from the weather. It's some unattainable block unless you get a tornado that causes it. There's 3 levels of ground scouring. There's medium scouring, heavy scouring, and then you just have your dirt. 3 levels of scouring that a tornado will do, unless there's one heavier that I haven't found. As you just witnessed, this mod will pick up concrete or cobblestone. I didn't realize it did that, so I guess you can't make your base out of cobblestone because it'll still get eaten. And you can spawn all sorts of tornadoes. You can spawn a tornado with a width of 300 mile an hour with a width of 1,000. That might crash my game, so we're not going to do that just yet. Let's do like a 100 mile an hour tornado with a width of 45. Let's fly out a little bit. As you can see, this is a very heavy, resource-heavy mod. I would recommend, if you do install this mod, modify the settings towards where it doesn't use as much resources so you get better gameplay. So I'm running at 19 frames with this tornado. It's a very heavy, resource-heavy mod. The clear function, I think all is the only option, so you can't just get rid of a tornado and keep the rain. I don't know if this can be just on down here. No, I think it has propped up on something. Yeah, you have to prop the core on something, or else you'll get that. That's basically the whole thing, or the overview of this mod. And you can go to here and can configure client-side stuff. Oh, the radar. Forgot about something about the radar. You can change the radar from velocity to reflectivity and stuff. So you can see wind speed, so let me spawn a squall. Actually, let's do a supercell, like... a really strong supercell. You'll be able to see the wind nature of it. And there's some sort of rotation right there. Oh no, that's just moving away. And if you go to this thing, you can see it 37 mile an hour. That's a pretty big, that's a pretty nice storm. See if we can get a tornado to naturally spawn. I don't know if that's going to happen. But yeah, it's just basically the basic overview of this mod. And yeah.